Imagine waking up every morning feeling refreshed, motivated, and ready to take on the day. It's a feeling that's hard to describe, but it's the result of something simple yet powerful: habits. For most of us, life is a series of routines and rituals that shape our daily experiences. But what if you could create a life where every morning felt like a fresh start, where every day was a chance to make a positive impact? Our lives are shaped by the habits we create, but most of us struggle to make them stick. We try to make a change, but it never lasts. We set unrealistic goals, expect immediate results, and get frustrated when we fail to see progress. But the good news is that there's a science behind making habits work. It's not just about willpower or motivation. It's about understanding the psychology behind behavior change. One of the most powerful insights into habit formation comes from the famous force solution. This concept, popularized by Charles Duhigg in his book The Power of Habit, suggests that small, incremental changes can lead to massive improvements in our lives. The idea is that by making tiny adjustments to our daily routines, we can create a ripple effect that transforms our behavior and our lives. Let's consider an example. Imagine you're trying to start a new exercise routine. Instead of committing to an hour-long workout every day, you start by adding a 5-minute walk to your daily commute. That's it, just 5 minutes a day. But here's the thing: if you stick to that habit for 30 days, you'll have walked for 150 minutes. That's a significant amount of time spent moving your body, even if it's just a short walk. The key to making this work is to start small and be consistent. When we try to make a big change all at once, we set ourselves up for failure. But when we break down a goal into tiny, manageable chunks, we create a system that's more sustainable and more effective. So, how do we apply the force solution in our own lives? It starts by identifying areas where we want to make a change. Maybe you want to eat healthier, or learn a new skill, or simply be more productive. Whatever your goal, the first step is to break it down into tiny, achievable habits. Let's say you want to start a meditation practice. Instead of committing to 30 minutes of meditation every day, you start by dedicating just 2 minutes to mindfulness exercises. That's it, just 2 minutes a day. But here's the thing: if you stick to that habit for 30 days, you'll have spent a total of 60 minutes in meditation. That's a significant amount of time spent cultivating your mental well-being, even if it's just a few minutes a day. The benefits of the force solution extend far beyond just habit formation. By understanding the psychology behind behavior change, we can create a system that helps us build good habits and break bad ones. We can become more mindful of our thoughts, feelings, and actions, and make choices that align with our values and goals. So, are you ready to join the habit revolution and start building the life you want? It's time to stop trying to make big changes all at once, and start focusing on tiny, incremental improvements. By applying the force solution and understanding the psychology behind habit formation, you can create a life where every morning feels like a fresh start, and every day is a chance to make a positive impact. Stay tuned for the next section, where we'll dive deeper into the psychology of habits and explore the role of motivation and identity in building lasting change. Did you know that our brains are wired to respond to habits in a specific way? It's a process called habit formation, and it's more powerful than you think. When we form habits, our brains start to automate the process, making it easier to repeat behaviors without even thinking about them. This is why habits can be both a blessing and a curse. They can help us achieve our goals, but also hold us back from changing our lives. Habit formation is a 3-stage process: cue, routine, and reward. We'll explore how to identify and work with these stages to create habits that stick. The cue is the trigger that sets off the habit, the routine is the action we take, and the reward is the payoff. By understanding these 3 stages, we can create habits that motivate us. For example, let's say you want to start a new exercise routine. Your cue might be waking up in the morning, your routine is going for a run, and the reward is the sense of accomplishment you feel afterwards. But what if you're struggling to get started? That's where habit stacking comes in, the process of building new habits onto existing ones. This is a game changer for people who struggle to make habits stick. By stacking new habits onto existing ones, you can create a chain of behaviors that become automatic. For instance, if you already have the habit of making your bed every morning, you can stack a new habit onto that by putting your gym clothes next to your bed, so that you remember to exercise in the morning. The key to habit stacking is to find the right cue to trigger the new habit. This might be something as simple as a specific song playing in the morning, or a particular scent that reminds you to take a certain action. By identifying the right cue, you can create a new habit that becomes automatic, without even thinking about it. As we explore the power of habit formation, it's essential to understand that our brains are wired to respond to habits in a specific way. This is because habits are linked to the brain's reward system, which is designed to motivate us to repeat behaviors that bring us pleasure or satisfaction. By tapping into this system, we can create habits that make us feel good, and become more likely to stick to them. So, are you starting to see how habits can be a powerful tool for change? By understanding how to form habits, and stacking new habits onto existing ones, you can create a life of purpose and motivation. But that's not all. In the final section, we'll explore the future of habit making, and how technology is changing the way we form habits. We'll also reveal some surprising insights into how our brains respond to habits, and what this means for our daily lives. Imagine being able to create habits that last a lifetime. It's not just about making a change, it's about creating a new identity. We'll explore how to make habits stick for life. For Sarah, a busy working mom, it was about establishing a consistent morning routine. She started by setting her alarm clock 30 minutes earlier every day and using that time to meditate, journal, and plan out her day. The key to making habits stick is to focus on the process, not the outcome. This means we need to create habits that are enjoyable and rewarding in themselves. For Sarah, her morning routine became a source of calm and clarity, giving her the energy to tackle the rest of her day. By focusing on the process, she was able to create a habit that wasn't about achieving a specific goal, but about cultivating a sense of well-being. Tracking progress is also crucial in making habits stick. Sarah started using a habit tracking app to monitor her progress and celebrate her milestones. Seeing her streaks of consecutive days of completing her morning routine motivated her to keep going, even on the toughest days. Celebrating small wins helped her stay engaged and motivated, making it more likely that she would stick to her habits in the long term. Community and accountability can also play a significant role in making habits stick. Sarah joined a local running group, where she found a supportive community of like-minded individuals who shared her passion for fitness. Having a support system made it easier for her to stay motivated and accountable, pushing her to show up for her runs even when she didn't feel like it. As we explore the psychology behind habits and create a system that works for us, we'll uncover the secrets to making habits stick for life. By understanding the power of habit formation and creating habits that are enjoyable, trackable, and supported, we can overcome obstacles and achieve our goals. But what happens when we encounter setbacks or plateaus? How do we keep our habits on track and make them a lasting part of our lives? The journey to creating lasting habits is not always easy, but with the right mindset and tools, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve our goals.